Since the NBA was founded in 1946, thousands of players have stepped onto the hardwood. But only a handful have transcended the sport, becoming not just great players, but global icons. Today we count down the top 10 basketball players of all time, and number 1 is not just the greatest basketball player who ever lived, he is arguably the greatest athlete in the history of sport. Stay with me. Welcome back to Late Sortie, where we launch into the world's most fascinating stories. Today we're stepping onto the court and into the history books, counting down the 10 men whose talent, determination, and greatness defined what it means to play basketball at the very highest level. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, Bill Russell. When people talk about winning in basketball, they talk about Bill Russell. The Boston Celtics center won 11 NBA championships in 13 seasons, a record that will almost certainly never be broken. 11 titles in 13 years. Russell was the ultimate team player, a defensive genius whose ability to read the game, block shots, and control the paint transformed the Celtics into the most dominant dynasty in NBA history. He won 5 MVP awards and made 12 All-Star appearances. Beyond basketball, Russell was a towering figure in the civil rights movement, using his platform to stand up for justice at a time when it took extraordinary courage to do so. Bill Russell didn't just play basketball. He changed America. Number 9, Wilt Chamberlain. Statistically, Wilt Chamberlain is in a category entirely of his own. In the 1961-1962 season, he averaged 50 points per game for an entire season. 50 points per game for an entire season. He is still the only player in NBA history to score 100 points in a single game, a record so extraordinary that many people who hear it for the first time simply refuse to believe it. He led the league in scoring 7 times and in rebounding 11 times. The NBA literally changed its rules to try to limit his dominance, widening the lane, changing free throw regulations, and introducing offensive goaltending, all because of one man. Wilt Chamberlain didn't just dominate basketball, he forced basketball to change itself around him. Number 8, Shaquille O'Neal. There has never been a force of nature quite like Shaquille O'Neal on a basketball court. Standing 7 feet 1 inch tall and weighing over 300 pounds, Shaq was simply immovable. Yet despite his enormous size, he moved with an athleticism and explosiveness that left opponents completely helpless. He won 4 NBA championships, 3 consecutive titles with the Los Angeles Lakers from 2000 to 2002, and was named Finals MVP in all 3. He was a 15-time All-Star, a 4-time scoring champion, and the 1999-2000 regular season MVP. In his prime, Shaquille O'Neal was the most dominant player on the planet. There was simply no answer to him. None. Number 7, Kobe Bryant. From the moment he entered the NBA straight from high school at the age of 17, Kobe Bryant was different. The work ethic was different. The competitiveness was different. The obsession with perfection, known as the Mamba mentality, was unlike anything the league had ever seen. Kobe won 5 NBA championships with the Los Angeles Lakers, was an 18-time All-Star, and scored 81 points in a single game, the second highest individual scoring performance in NBA history. He won 2 Olympic gold medals with Team USA and was named Finals MVP twice. When Kobe Bryant tragically died in a helicopter crash in January 2020, the entire world mourned. Because Kobe wasn't just a basketball player. He was an inspiration to an entire generation. Number 6, Tim Duncan. They called him the Big Fundamental, and no nickname in basketball history has ever been more perfectly chosen. Tim Duncan was not the most explosive player. Not the most flamboyant. Not the most highlight reel worthy. But over 19 seasons with the San Antonio Spurs, he was the most consistently excellent player of his generation. 5 NBA championships, 3 Finals MVP awards, 2 regular season MVP awards, 15 All-Star appearances. Duncan was a master of the bank shot, a brilliant defender, and the quiet, unshakable leader of one of the most successful franchises in NBA history. In a league that celebrates flash, Tim Duncan proved that substance always wins in the end. Number 5, Larry Bird. From the small town of French Lick, Indiana, Larry Bird arrived in the NBA in 1979 and immediately made himself one of the most complete players the game has ever seen. 3 NBA championships with the Boston Celtics, 3 consecutive MVP awards from 1984 to 1986, 12 All-Star appearances. Bird could do everything: shoot from anywhere on the floor with extraordinary accuracy, pass with brilliance, rebound tenaciously, and defend with intelligence. His rivalry with Magic Johnson in the 1980s is widely credited with saving the NBA, transforming it from a league in decline into the global entertainment powerhouse it is today. Larry Bird was not just a great player. He was one of the architects of modern basketball. Number 4, Magic Johnson. At 6 feet 9 inches tall, Magic Johnson was the tallest point guard in NBA history. And he used every single inch of that height to see the court in ways that smaller players simply could not. Magic Johnson revolutionized the point guard position, combining size, vision, passing ability, and scoring in a way that had never been seen before. He led the Los Angeles Lakers to 5 NBA championships, making 9 finals appearances in 12 seasons. He won 3 MVP awards and 3 Finals MVP awards. His behind-the-back passes, no-look assists and infectious smile transformed the Showtime Lakers into the most entertaining team in NBA history. Magic Johnson didn't just play basketball. He made basketball beautiful. Number 3, LeBron James. There is an argument, a very strong argument, that LeBron James is the most complete basketball player who has ever lived. At 6 feet 9 inches tall, he has the size of a power forward, the speed of a shooting guard, the vision of a point guard, and the strength of a center. He is the NBA's all-time leading scorer, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record in February 2023. For NBA championships with 3 different franchises. For Finals MVP awards. For regular season MVP awards. 20 All-Star appearances. LeBron James has been the best player in the world for an almost incomprehensible 20 years. The debate over whether he or number 1 on our list is the greatest of all time will rage forever. But what is beyond debate is that LeBron James is one of the 2 greatest basketball players who has ever lived. Number 2, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. For 30 years, from 1984 until February 2023, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the NBA's all-time leading scorer. 6 MVP awards, more than any player in history. 6 NBA championships, 1 with the Milwaukee Bucks and 5 with the Los Angeles Lakers. 19 All-Star appearances. 15 All-NBA team selections. His signature move, the skyhook, was the most unstoppable shot in the history of basketball. Defenders knew it was coming. They knew the angle. They knew the release point. And they still could not stop it. In a career spanning 20 seasons, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the dominant force of his era and one of the most decorated athletes in the history of American sport.
And at number 1, there is only one answer: Michael Jordan. His airness, the greatest basketball player who has ever lived, and arguably the greatest athlete in the history of sport. 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls. 6 Finals MVP awards, winning the award every single time he reached the finals. 5 regular season MVP awards. 14 All-Star appearances. 10 scoring titles, the most in NBA history. A career points per game average of 30.1, the highest of any player ever. 2 Olympic gold medals. Jordan's competitiveness was supernatural. His will to win was unlike anything basketball had ever seen. He elevated everyone around him, transforming the Chicago Bulls from a good team into a dynasty. His global influence extended far beyond sport, making him one of the most recognized and admired human beings on the planet. The Air Jordan brand alone generates over $5 billion every single year. Michael Jordan did not just play basketball. He defined it. He perfected it. He transcended it. 6 rings. 6 Finals MVPs. 1 GOAT. There has never been anyone like Michael Jordan. And there never will be again. And that is our top 10 basketball players of all time. From Bill Russell's 11 championships to Michael Jordan's supernatural greatness, these 10 men didn't just play basketball, they transformed it forever. Do you agree with our list? Who would you have included? Let us know in the comments below. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Late Sortie. We launch new top 10 videos every week. This has been Late Sortie. The mission continues. To God be the glory.